Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Hey everybody, welcome to Going Over, the world's #1 betting on pro wrestling podcast. I'm Vince. I'm here with the Scotsman. How you doing?
Good, buddy. How are you doing? Good to be here and doing this.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for Royal Rumble this weekend.
The second biggest pay-per-view of the week, next to Bash at the Beach Part 2.
All right, since this is our first episode, we'll just get right into the matches. So far, there's only the 4 title matches and the 2 Royal Rumbles announced. I think that's enough, but I'm sure they'll add another 5 or 6.
Yeah, Sheamus is on the card, right? Against the
Okay, I don't have odds for that one.
Yeah, there's no odds for that one yet, but
Yeah, Sheamus versus Shorty G. So
the real main event.
exactly. Let's start with Becky Lynch taking on Asuka. That's probably the best built match on the whole show.
Yep.
Yeah, she's minus 300 favorite. Asuka's plus 200. Asuka beat her at the Royal Rumble last year, but I think Becky's going to get her win back here. I mean, is there any other result?
I don't think so, especially with rumors of Ronda coming back. If that's true, that's perfect opponent for Becky for the championship. So, yeah, I don't see any betting options there. I see no reason to bet Asuka.
Right. I would love for Asuka to win, and they run this back at WrestleMania. It's probably their best possible match, but we know that's not how they do things. They don't do Rumble rematches at WrestleMania.
No, the man is taking this one.
Okay, so then we have the other SmackDown Women's title match. Bayley taking on Lacey Evans. Bayley's a huge favorite here again. Do you see any chance that Bayley doesn't retain here?
No, I mean, I see it being something set up where someone tries to help Lacey because, it's Bayley and Sasha. But Lacey on her own, no chance. Especially with what I think the Women's Royal Rumble is going to be like. Yeah, Bayley's taking this one as well.
Okay.
And she's a minus 195 favorite at most sports books, and Lacey's a plus 155. At Bet Online, Lacey's plus 225, which is slightly better, but still not worth the underdog bet in my opinion.
Right, the minus 195, that's about the highest I would go, so I might do a bet on Bayley here, but I'll have to come back to that.
Okay.
Okay, then we have a strap match. The Fiend Bray Wyatt taking on Daniel Bryan. Again, The Fiend is a huge favorite here. I'm biased here. I would like for Daniel Bryan to win, but again, any chance that's going to happen?
I mean, I hate to be non-committal for the third time in a row, but no chance. I mean, the strap match stuff's set up so Bryan can lose in a way where it doesn't affect them as much, but no, the Fiend's going to Mania as a champion.
Yeah, it definitely feels that way. We got a couple more months of red lights, and then we can forget this thing ever happened.
Yeah.
There's only one more singles match that I have odds on. That's Roman Reigns and Baron Corbin in a Falls Count Anywhere match. This feud's been going on for a long time now. And this is the end, right? Bet Online has Roman Reigns as a negative 300 favorite.
It has to be. I mean, this is the match that Roman Reigns picked. He's the one that picked this one. You don't pick a match and then lose it. The only way I could see them trying to have Corbin win is if they want to do a post-Mania program or try and protect Corbin, which they did very well. But I think Roman's gone to much greater things after this, and I think that there's a reason he's the favourite in the Men's Royal Rumble, which we'll talk about in a minute. And I think Roman wins it. Of course, he can lose. WWE booking could have him lose to put Corbin over, knowing that he's going to win the Rumble later that night. So that is something to consider. But plus 200 odds for King Corbin. No, I think Corbin's losing. I think he's getting covered dog food.
Right. If Baron Corbin was just a little bit bigger of an underdog, could justify a bet. You know, we've seen people lose a singles match on the show and then win the Royal Rumble later in the night. Last year with Asuka, just one example. It's something that they love to do, but I mean, this thing has to end. So,
and it has to end with Roman victorious. I think the way this feud's gone, Roman, the Usos are back, the odds are evened. Yeah, Roman has to take this. I can't see Corbin taking it. As much as WWE do love him, no, it's not happening.
Okay, so now let's get to the meat of the event. Let's start with the Women's Royal Rumble. We have a little less betting odds there. You know, let me complain about something real quick.
Yep.
The favorite is Shayna Baszler, minus 250 on BetOnline. And the second favorite is Ronda Rousey at plus 400.
Yeah.
This is the same thing as last year, where last year Becky Lynch was the favorite. These are people who aren't even in the match.
I know.
Favored. Like, that's where we're at. Like, the best result is something that's not even being pushed on television. Like, Rhea Ripley is the fourth favorite, and she's, you know, also not officially in this match.
I know, it makes no sense. Like, usually when they throw in people who aren't officially in the match, it's like joke entries, you know, like Stephanie McMahon and stuff like that. But yeah, they have. It's like the bookmakers of fantasy booking in advance, you know, doing it via betting odds.
Well, Stephanie McMahon is plus 8,000 if you want to place that bet on.
I mean, she's a McMahon, so I wouldn't put it past her.
Right. Shayna Baszler, I guess, is the favorite, but, you know, Charlotte Flair plus 500. I can definitely see that. One name that is really popping off the screen to me, though, is Sasha Banks, plus 1,200. This week there's rumors that Bayley and Sasha is planned for WrestleMania. I mean, that's a great play right there.
Yeah, see, I just don't think Sasha Banks will. Sasha Bayley at WrestleMania doesn't really come off as a WrestleMania match for me in terms of how WWE look at it. I think the much better bet is Charlotte Flair. She's plus 500 at BetOnline. She's plus 600 at 5 dimes. She's the one thing I've learned in all my years of betting wrestling is there's two people you can bet on when they're underdogs and come out ahead. It's The Miz and Charlotte Flair. Remember the WrestleMania with Charlotte Asuka? Charlotte was a heavy underdog there, was it plus 400 odds, I believe, and she won and ended Asuka's streak, which was fantastic to be there live for. But yeah, Charlotte for me, easy bet. She lost the title to Bayley, so it's a reason for her to win the title, to win the Royal Rumble, to win it back over Bayley. Or she can go on to other things, whatever it is. But either way, Charlotte Flair is always a safe bet when she's an underdog.
You know, she does rack up the accolades, too. You know, and that Royal Rumble win is one thing that I don't think she has. Exactly.
There you go. So, yeah, I would do 2 units on Charlotte out of 5. As an underdog, it's a little bit of a risky pick because, you know, the Royal Rumble favourite pretty much always wins other than once. So, but I would still take Charlotte here. 2 units, 5 plus 600 because that's 5 dimes.
Okay, and then finally we're going to get to the Men's Royal Rumble. I don't think there's a doubt that this goes on last.
Yeah, this one is. It's the biggest match.
Brock Lesnar is going in at number 1. Before we get to the winners' picks, there is odds on the most eliminations. We have Brock Lesnar as the favorite, plus 150. Braun Strowman, plus 250. Roman Reigns, plus 350. Drew McIntyre, plus 400. Keith Lee, plus 800. Or Big Show, plus 2,000. Those guys all seem to have something in common, being pretty tall. But do you have a pick here? Most eliminations.
If it wasn't for last night's Monday Night Raw, I might be convinced to go for someone else. But after seeing the way that Brock Lesnar treated Ricochet like such a geek. It just reminded me of how WWE books Brock Lesnar. So I would take Brock Lesnar every day of the week on this one.
Yeah, it definitely feels like that is a good play. You know, he's going to come in first, so he's going to have a lot of opportunities. You know, they're going to want to build him up as this unbeatable monster, and then, you know, Logan Paul's going to come out and throw him over the top rope.
Oh, Logan Paul's plus 10,000 odds. That's a pretty good price, man. The guy's legit. He had his boxing match. You know, they've already brought in one boxer. Why not another? Makes sense to me.
You know what's sad is Logan Paul at plus 10,000 to win is a better bet than Walter at plus 5,000.
It is too. That's great.
But yeah, any other of these most elimination guys? Maybe Drew McIntyre, Keith Lee, not even officially in the match, but
yeah, Drew McIntyre most eliminations is like something that it's like an internet fan's wet dream, and that's not gonna happen. Like he'll probably won't even get one elimination. Okay,
so let's go to the odds for the Royal Rumble winner. I'm gonna tell you the top 6. I'm gonna tell you the top 7. Okay.
Okay.
Roman Reigns, the favorite, minus 110. Brock Lesnar plus 500. Drew McIntyre plus 500. CM Punk plus 600. Kevin Owens plus 900. Cain Velasquez plus 1,000. Edge plus 1,200.
The rated R superstar.
So of that list, 2 of these guys are retired. And Cain Velasquez, there's rumors he's coming back for this match, but nothing officially on WWE television.
Yeah, nothing yet. I read an interview where it was one of those kind of standard generic media interviews where it's like, I'm coming back to win the thing. That's my goal. And it's like, yeah. You know, it was in the Sun in the UK, which isn't the most serious wrestling journalism outlet out there, so I'll take it with a grain of salt. But with the Brock storyline, unless Kane's still nursing an injury, or he's picked up a new injury, which is completely likely considering it's Cain Velasquez, yeah, I think Kane has to play a part in this match. He's certainly, I want to say he's certainly not going to win it, but they have that Saudi Arabia show, so Kane could win it and challenge Brock there. So, you know, WWE do like to put the Saudi Arabia shows above everything else. So,
right, that is something a lot of people aren't considering, but I could definitely see this winner of this match challenging at that show. But let's hope that it's for WrestleMania, and let's hope they stick with that.
Yeah.
So before we get into your winner pick, let's look deep in this list. Is there anybody you can see with odds over, let's say over 2,000 that you think could win?
I mean, there's people who could win given a chance. For example, The Rock is plus 4,000. If The Rock calls them up tomorrow and says, hey, I want to be in the Royal Rumble and win it, then yeah, he's a possibility. Another one at plus 6,600 is Goldberg, who's obviously had a history with Brock. They like to bring people like him in. If you're looking for an underdog pick, Goldberg would be probably the bet for me. What about you?
Well, my pick, and he might be my pick to win the whole thing. He's plus 2,500. He's the star of a movie about kids and firefighters or something. He's maybe the greatest WWE superstar of all time, and he's probably coming back for WrestleMania.
And his name is John Cena!
Oh, you won't be able to see him in the ring, though.
John Cena did an interview that said he wanted to do something special at this year's WrestleMania. And what's more special than winning the Royal Rumble, going to WrestleMania, and, you know, wrestling Bray Wyatt? Nothing more special than that.
Well, didn't he do something special last year where they hyped it up and it was just him attacking Elias? I mean,
I believe you mean his rap performance from last year?
Oh yeah, that's right up there with winning the Royal Rumble. That was as special as that would be.
Okay, I take it you're not with me. Okay. Any chance Edge or CM Punk is coming back here?
I can't. CM Punk seems so vehemently against it. I really can't see it. Edge, I mean, internet rumors say he's cleared to wrestle. He's denied it, which is what you would do. I could see it. I mean, at plus 1,200 odds, I don't think you can bet Edge to win it, but there definitely is a storyline there for him to come, and win it as one of the last guys. I could see it. I wouldn't be fully shocked, but I'm not going to put my money on that,
Right, I think it's a bad bet, but if you see Edge, CM Punk, or John Cena in this match, I mean, you just have to assume they're winning, right?
Yeah, yeah. If one of them come in and don't win, that'd be an upset.
Okay, one thing I've seen floated online, which does appeal to me, is that an NXT wrestler would win and then challenge for an NXT title at WrestleMania, which would probably help with those Wednesday Night War ratings.
They need all the help they can get right now. But after Survivor Series, NXT, and then they had that kind of takeover-like episode. But other than that, NXT's went back to being kind of an afterthought in the minds of WWE. They haven't really pushed it as much. They're not making as big a deal of it. So, no, I can't see them dedicating a pay-per-view, the Royal Rumble especially, to putting over NXT, which is what it would be. I think in terms of the Wednesday night ratings war, they know where they're at right now. They're not going to be able to, on a consistent basis, beat AEW. They can build one big show every so often that probably will beat it, but that's about it. After Finn Balor went down there and it's kind of catered off, no, they're not putting NXT over on the Royal Rumble. So no, I don't see that happening at all. I think there's more chance of Logan Paul winning, actually.
Yeah, it would be fun, but it would be fun for guys like us, not for the larger WWE universe or whatever.
No, yeah.
Okay. Who's your pick to win this match?
I've got to go with Roman Reigns because of who he can fight against. You have the Fiend, Reigns is a person to finally stop the Fiend. Oh, I can see that. Or if Brock is still champion, and he challenges Brock, and WWE's always looking for fresh matchups, so Reigns, Lesnar, WrestleMania, once in a lifetime, I'm down with that one. So yeah, Reigns all the way.
I'm going to agree with you. I think Reigns is the favorite, but my pick is going to be Reigns. I can't even talk myself into that John Cena.
Royal Rumble favorites always win, and I would go 3 units on Reigns personally out of 5. That's my confidence level.
Okay, so you for your picks, you have Reigns for 3 units.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte Flair for 2 units.
Yeah. Any
other plays?
I'll join you on Bayley for 1 unit at minus 195. I think you were going to take Bayley.
Correct.
Okay, so who are you taking?
I would do the Bayley 1 unit. By the way, unit is basically if your max bet is $50, 1 unit's $10, 2 units $20. So I would do Bayley for 1 unit, Baron Corbin for 1 unit. I'm doing it. I don't care.
I don't hate it, I gotta say.
I'm gonna go 2 units on Brock Lesnar, most eliminations.
Oh yeah, I'll do 3 units on that one actually.
And then I'll do 3 units on Roman Reigns. And by the way, this is the Royal Rumble. You can bet as many times as you want, as many people as you want. So I'm going to do another unit on John Cena.
Okay. And who are you taking in the Women's Royal Rumble?
2 units on Sasha Banks.
That sounds good to me.
Okay, well, we'll be back for... What is the next pay-per-view?
Is it Saudi one, or is it the...
I believe the Saudi pay-per-view and AEW Revolution, so maybe we'll do a kind of a double episode there.
That sounds good to me.
So we'll be back for that, and we'll have our results. Check up my site out at betonprowrestling.com. Scotsman, where can they find you?
BetWWE.com, and thanks for listening to our first podcast. Probably lots of mistakes and all that, but we'll get it figured out.
It's time to rumble! It's time for the Royal Rumble, where it's every man for himself. The 30 participants include the Ultimate Warrior, the Honky Tonk Man, the Macho King Randy Savage, Rowdy Roddy Piper,
can fight against. You have the Fiend, Reigns is the person to finally stop the Fiend. Oh, I can see that. Or if Brock is still champion, and he challenges Brock, and WWE's always looking for fresh matchups. So Reigns, Lesnar, WrestleMania, once in a lifetime. I'm down with that one. So yeah, Reigns all the way.
I'm going to agree with you. I think Reigns is the favorite, but my pick is going to be... It's going to be Reigns. I can't even talk myself into that John Cena.
Royal Rumble favorites always win, and I would go 3 units on Reigns personally out of 5. That's my confidence level.
Okay, so you for your picks, you have Reigns for 3 units, Charlotte Flair for 2 units.
Yeah.
Any other plays?
I'll join you on Bailey for 1 unit at -195. I think you were going to take Bailey.
Correct.
Okay, so who are you taking?
I would do the Bailey 1 unit. By the way, unit is basically if your max bet is $50, 1 unit's $10, 2 units $20. So I would do Bailey for 1 unit, Baron Corbin for 1 unit. I'm doing it. I don't care.
I don't hate it, I gotta say.
I'm gonna go 2 units on Brock Lesnar, most eliminations.
Oh yeah, I'll do 3 units on that one, actually.
And then I'll do 3 units on Roman Reigns. And by the way, this is the Royal Rumble. You can bet as many times as you want, as many people as you want. So I'm going to do another unit on John Cena.
Okay. And who are you taking in the Women's Royal Rumble?
2 units on Sasha Banks.
That sounds good to me.
Okay, well, we'll be back for... What is the next pay-per-view?
Is it Saudi one, or is it the...
I believe the Saudi pay-per-view and AEW Revolution, so maybe we'll do a kind of a double episode there.
That sounds good to me.
So we'll be back for that, and we'll have our results. Check my site out at betonprowrestling.com. Scotsman, where can they find you?
BetWWE.com, and thanks for listening to our first podcast. Probably lots of mistakes and all that, but we'll get it figured out.
It's time to rumble!